Welcome back to the Covert Results YouTube channel. I'm your host and owner of Covert Results, Bobby Young. So today we got something a little bit different for you all. Today I am going to be watching a video called Reckless Ben Hires 2 PIs. And let's just dive into it and figure out if these PIs know what they're talking about and if they're doing everything the right way.
I hired 2 private investigators to investigate each other. Yeah, I told both private investigators that they're appearing as a guest on a show called To Catch a Cheater. And in this episode, the private investigator has to catch a gay man who's cheating on his husband.
I'm Jeremy, I'm a private investigator, and we're right around the corner to bust a cheating husband who has a husband.
You're gonna need to lightly try to convince him that you are in fact a homosexual.
We gave each private investigator details about the other private investigator.
The photo on his dating profile.
And he actually went for it on the conversation line.
He thinks that you're actually someone who's a romantic interest.
You guys are crazy.
His name is Clint.
Your fake name is gonna be Clint.
You need to be under the impression that you're meeting a doctor, okay?
Right, okay.
We did a few rehearsals to get our private investigators ready for the mission.
Just this right here.
You consent me to kiss?
You
Okay.
You can. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm with the TV show.
Uh-huh.
I'm a private investigator.
Uh-huh.
Your husband hired us. I understand that love is love, but be just good to your partner. He's your husband. Love is love. Be good to him.
I think if you do it just like that, that'll be perfect. And now, with our private investigators fully ready to catch a cheater, we're gonna send in both private investigators together on a date I had set up for them.
Are you Clint? Well, you look a little different, but yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Cool, you still look great.
thank you.
Yeah. You're a surgeon? Wow.
Started early.
Sure. That must be fun.
Okay, but so they hired them independently and neither one of them know each other. They're obviously with either 2 different PI firms or acting independently. And they've been hired by their client, which is Ben and his team. And essentially they're going in trying to figure out if the other man is cheating on his husband. Out of the gate, I'm not even sure we would get this far with somebody like this, because we are going to go through a series of checks and balances to including the client portfolio and profile, but also payment. With some sort of scenario set up like this, you would really have to have all your ducks in a row to make something like this go. And I just feel like there's probably some things that where these private investigators would be like, hang on a second, this doesn't really make much sense. So in my line of work as a private investigator, if someone's hiring us to figure out if someone is cheating, then we are going to be doing surveillance on them. So we're going to first build a target profile, and then we're going to do all the computer work that we can. We're going to use all the paid and open source databases that we can to find all the information we can about this target. And then once we think we've found out all that information, scour social media, done everything we can on the computer and started our case report, we are then going to go out into the field. It would be a last resort to go and actually sit down with someone and try to get them to admit or act in this undercover capacity, because once you go ahead and meet your intended target, they're going to remember your face. So if you don't accomplish the mission in that instance, then you're going to essentially be burned, and your operation is either going to have to be handed over to another team member or another PI company, or it's just over.
Fun.
Yeah, I mean, like, it really does help save lives too at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Prioritize. Doctor life.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts of
Doctor's
life.
That's doctor's life.
Oh, good for you. That's awesome. You want to get some coffee, or are you good?
Right now, I'm good with some water.
All right.
I'm good with water right now.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either, so I was just...
Like, if you want some coffee, I mean...
Yeah, I'll be okay. It's okay. I'm here or there. It doesn't matter. That's cool. It's awesome to meet you, though.
Yeah, same here. Likewise.
So another thing that just pops in my mind, and I don't know if this is Reckless Ben, where he's able to place these, I guess, hidden, I don't know if they're covert or not covert, overt cameras, but these cameras seem really close. The audio is really good as well. So I would say if you're conducting some sort of undercover operation, having very clear audio is key. Can't tell you how many deals that we did as undercover officers with a large metropolitan police department, being Metro Nashville Police. I had completed probably, I would say, more than 500 deals, maybe less than 1,000. But doing those undercover narcotic deals, you have to have clear audio, because if you cannot hear what the people are saying, then that can be very dangerous.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. So, how do you like working out here in LA? Are you originally from out here? Or?
I'm actually in the same hospital that my grandpa actually got colon cancer. I remember after his surgery, I'm going to get something to eat.
So at this point, I'm thinking, what is their backstory? How did they come up with it? Did Reckless Ben come up with their backstories, or did they create their own backstory? You know, when I'm teaching investigations to young private investigators, I always tell them, think about when you were playing Little League Baseball. And what does the coach always tell you? They tell you that before the ball is hit to you, you need to be able to decide what you're going to do with the ball before it's even hit to you. So is there a runner on first? How many outs? Is there no outs, 1 out? Are you going to be able to turn a double play? Is there somebody on first and second? Do you flip it to third if you're a shortstop? So you're always thinking about that. So if they had their backstories both down really well, then this could go well. So let's just see.
Because the nurse is like, sweetie, you just can't. And then I come back, my grandpa's gone, and I'm like, wait, where is he at? You? I mean,
Well, the same thing. I just dazzle here and there and wherever. I have my ways of working.
Well, if you heard the backstory of this private investigator that's in the brown coat, then he had a very good backstory. He had some feelings behind it, which might, I guess, tug at people's heartstrings. And then unless this other private investigator's story gets a lot better in the next 4 minutes, he's not off to a great start.
So I can drive sometimes for people, and I get my little clients here and there, and it keeps me afloat. So
definitely helps out.
Yeah, nothing major.
It helps you float. I mean, that's hustling.
I am. That's the life that I chose. It's the life that I live, and so I get to hustle. And as long as I stay legit, it's great.
Both private investigators are doing a great job.
I would then question, like, are you a drug dealer? Like, I don't know what you have going on for work, but clearly one private investigator had his backstory down, which I'm sure may or may not be true. I always tell people that add some truth to it, because it would be easier to follow that story if someone was to question it versus making the entire story up and then having to remember, oh, shoot, what did I say a minute ago?
Job at hiding their true identities. But now, each private investigator is going to start using his private investigator skills to see if they can bait the other person into saying something convicting.
So what do you have plans for today? There's so much stuff out here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What did you have in mind?
But I don't know what you're really up for.
Okay.
There's right across the street. There's I saw Santa Monica Pier.
Yes, that's also a lot of fun too. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, bro day.
Right on. I think there's a nice restaurant there too.
Sounds fancy. Are you whining and dining me?
You're the surgeon.
Touche. I have my plastics on me.
That's right. Cool.
But yeah,
I think at this point, one knows how to steer the conversation, the other one clearly doesn't, and it's becoming an awkward situation. Clearly, I think they probably are not comfortable with this undercover type work, So, I mean, that's another thing you have to determine for yourself is if you're a private investigator, are you cut out for the undercover work? And if you can sit there and tell somebody a bold-faced lie or make all this stuff up, you might be a decent private investigator. But again, you have to prepare before going in what you're going to do, what you're going to say, and just kind of let it go from there. However, one has a plan and the other guy clearly doesn't have a plan. So it definitely seems awkward, but you know, maybe neither one of them. I mean, obviously, this is a case where Ben set this up to catch two men. Perhaps neither one of them are very comfortable with that. So maybe Ben should have found some private investigators that were comfortable with that, and maybe the dialogue would be a little bit better.
I don't know how to say it. I'm buying dinner. Is this considered a date?
Oh, okay. Well, see, the thing is that I'm not really Calypso. My name is John. Your husband. I know you're married, and he's really believing that you're cheating on him. Is this facts? Are you trying to cheat? Are you trying to like ask me out and go dating? And when you're a married man?
Not at all. Not at all.
So I guess my guy over here in the blue that is having a hard time driving the conversation in the first place. There was a whole lot of ums and ums and ums, and he just let the cat out of the bag and basically in less than 5 minutes of meeting basically just folded his cards.
Because that's what I just understood right now.
And let's get this straight. Asking someone to go have a coffee or a dinner is not cheating. If we had a cheater case and we said, oh, we overheard or we conducted an undercover operation where we engaged with the target and they invited us to dinner, and then we put that in a report and we took that back to our client and was happy with the results, they would probably laugh and ask for their money back because that is not cheating.
That's not what the recollections are.
Right.
Because it's kind of odd that I have information on you.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
I can tell you, I'm not married.
You're not married?
No,
Okay.
I'm definitely not married.
Well, interesting.
Interesting because where's the information? I actually have something right here.
What is that? Oh yeah.
This is you?
Yeah.
And this is on my messages.
Yeah, no, they that's the way they worked it out in order to get you here.
You've been busted, my friend.
What's that?
You've been busted.
I even have a mic on me.
So do I.
There's a camera there looking at us.
I already know.
Yeah.
They said not to acknowledge it. I know.
I was brought here to like speak to you, and
I was told the exact same thing.
So at this point, I think they're both figuring out that they have the exact same task, and little Ben over here, being reckless, has set them up. And I mean, clearly they didn't last very long in this conversation before they both spilled the beans on. Basically, they folded their cards and said, look, I'm an undercover agent at this point, and I've caught you. Well, no one has caught anybody. I don't know where these text messages came from, but obviously Ben and his team set this up where, you know, there was some cheating thing going on. But at this point, yeah, this thing might be funny. I mean, it is funny. But if I was two of these guys, I might, I would have some words to say with Ben about this.
Yeah, touche.
basically,
Happily married man. Yeah.
You are?
Very happily married man. Me to a woman.
Oh, right on. Good. Definitely heterosexual.
Same.
Well, bro, that's incredible. Like, we've been just.
And that's what I said a few minutes ago, why I think they both had a hard time even approaching this subject and this mission or operation, is because they were just totally uncomfortable with it. I can't blame them at all, but I would say if we were called at Covert Results to engage in something like this, first off, again, I would say, well, look, we're not going to just go meet someone and talk about it. We need to do surveillance on them first. We need to put a really good profile together, build a dossier, start our investigative report, and then go set out into the wild and start surveilling them and following them around to see if they're doing anything. Again, last resort is to make contact with your target. And in this case, the operation was they set up the contact with the target right out of the gate. Not comfortable with it, probably didn't go as planned, but for the sake of the video, I'm glad that it only took 5 minutes for them to fold each other to lay their cards on the table versus a lot longer.
Been just had, I guess. This is a reaction.
I thought I was gonna so bust you, dude.
Really?
I really thought I had so many good lines. Love is love, but you know what? Be good to your husband. You were cheating on something you start your husband's. How dare you, asshole?
Oh, I like that. That was really good. Dang, he's a good actor.
And he said it right there, the guy in the brown coat who was driving the conversation for the most of the time had already thought it out. He said already had some good lines. He didn't have time to use them, probably because he was so awkward about the whole situation. But he already had it planned out in his head. He just didn't get to use those great one-liners.
Most people are probably getting a kick out of seeing two heterosexual men, you know, going at it, trying to convince each other that they're homosexual.
Congratulations, you guys were both private investigators investigating each other. No one actually was cheating on their husband, so congratulations, guys.
And no one's even married to a male.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We got nothing against it. It's okay. That's your prerogative, your choice.
Love is love.
There is eternal outcome with that, but that's all y'all of us. You know, that's your choice. But
exactly. So, I mean, I'm not saying I would be assaulting Ben and his team. Surely these guys got paid to do this, but you know what people don't understand when they hire private investigators is there is a lot of work that goes into a case, you know, from A to Z. And we've heard stories where people may hire private investigators and they don't do a whole lot or don't do anything. And all that comes down to is communication. And if they're not communicating with you, then they might be stealing your money, which there have been known private investigators to do stuff like that. So at the end of the day, if you're in need of hiring a private investigator, do your own homework. Take to Google, take to Facebook, social media, look at Google reviews, and trust a company that has the experience and the background to work a case for you.